Hey guys, Brad here with Bob Financial, and today I want to kick off a series I'm going to do this week called the Retiree Wish List, kind of 12 days of Christmas-ish in the Christmas spirit, and it's going to be the I wish I would have. So from my experiences with retirees, um, feedback that they have given me as far as, telling me, man, I wish I would have done this. Brad, I really wish I would have done that. Okay, we're going to have a different one each day. And today, and I'm going to start with the top, okay, the most common ones that I hear, and one and two are hands down, okay, the ones I hear the most often. And the first one is, I wish I would have talked to you sooner. And by I wish I would have talked to you, not necessarily just me, but talk to a financial advisor sooner, okay? So, in other words, the advice that I was able to give them is something that was very valuable. And if they had gotten that sooner, it might have saved them a significant amount more money. It might have made them more money. Might have helped them be more efficient with something. They might have retired sooner. All kinds of stuff an advisor can help with. Tax efficiency is one of the biggest. Okay, are you tax efficient in your investments? Should you be investing money here versus there? Asset location. Are you doing a good job of asset location leading up to retirement? Distributions, and when you're taking distributions, where are you taking them from first? Where should you be taking them from? There's all kinds of stuff. Insurance and cost of insurance. Can an advisor help you save money on your insurance costs? Do you need this insurance or that insurance? There are a ton of things an advisor can help with. It is really rare that I talk to somebody and I'm not able to help them at all. In fact, I can think of one time in my career that there was one person that I talked to. He was single, and he was doing a great job. Okay, doing a great job. There was nothing I could offer him to help, and that's the only time that I can think of. So, my advice, my recommendation is if you're in that boat where you're thinking, you know what, I just, I don't know what I don't know. I'd like a second set of eyes. Or really, I don't know much. I've done a good job saving, accumulating money in TSP, but what do I do now? Now I'm getting close to retirement. Whatever situation you're in, if you're contemplating talking to an advisor, seek out the help of a good advisor. We can talk more about that later, but seek the help of a good advisor that can help you, okay? And you may not need help ongoing. You may just need one-time help. It may just be an hour consultation, okay? It may just be a financial plan. There are different ways of paying an advisor to help you that could help you immensely down the road, okay? So, again, feedback from retirees, day number one, wish list number one, I wish I had talked to you sooner. And just to share a quick story from my experience, which I think applies here, is I'm kind of tight. Frugal is the nice name of saying it, I guess. But I don't like paying for something. I just don't really like spending money. But yet I'm getting to the point to where I can appreciate the value that I get when I do spend money. When I built my house 5 years ago, I made a couple of mistakes. One of those was there was a guy that gave me a quote of $600 to blow insulation into my attic. And this guy does it for a living. He has a machine that he probably would have done it and been gone in 2 hours. And then I might have been better thinking, man, I just paid that guy a lot of money for 2 hours worth of work, which could have been. However, I chose not to do it. I rented the machine myself from Menards, and then I had to pay somebody to feed the machine while I was up in the attic, blowing the insulation in, which is not a fun job, by the way. And it took me a day and a half to do it. The machine that I had was just not very big. It took forever blowing the insulation out. Again, had to pay somebody for labor to feed the machine. It ended up costing me over $300 to do it myself, and it took me a day and a half, okay? That's a day and a half it took me away from work to do that. In the end, not worth it. Not even close to being worth it. Another one that I did, and this one's really, really dumb, but I had a bunch of dirt brought in when I did build our house. I had, and I'm talking like 100 truckloads of dirt or so. Needed a lot done as far as moving dirt around on our lot here. And I have a friend that's an operator, and he said, you don't need to pay somebody to do it. I got a quote for about $4,000 to do that. And he said, you don't need to pay somebody to do it. Just rent a bulldozer, and I can help you. Well, thought, okay, and kind of sounds like fun. I get to run a bulldozer. Well, it was fun running a bulldozer for a day. However, my buddy was going to help. His time that he could help was limited. He has a family. So it ended up being me on the bulldozer for a week and a half moving dirt around. And it cost me $3,200 just to rent the bulldozer. Then the buddy, I ended up paying him a couple $100 to help. So it ended up costing me, and the quote I got was actually $3,800 to $4,200. So it ended up costing me nearly as much as it would have cost me to pay somebody to do it, and save me a week and a half's worth of work. So those are just two of the lessons that I have learned about doing stuff on my own, and learning and finding the value of paying somebody to do something for me. Not all the time, but yet sometimes it makes sense to pay somebody to do stuff for you. And the same goes with investing. As people tell me sometimes, I don't know what I don't know. I've talked to a lot of people that do a pretty darn good job of saving and investing on their own. However, they come to me saying that, Brad, I don't know what I don't know. And most of the time, I'm able to help them with something to provide value. So if you find that yourself in that situation, find an advisor to talk to and work with today. Thanks, guys.